Baby, I come to you today with a heavy heart. I'm just playing, baby. My name is Ross Mandel, and welcome to the show today. We're coming to you live. We're at RHM Studios in Boca Raton, Florida. It's true, we're coming to you uncut, unedited, unfiltered, uncensored. I'm so unrehearsed, and it's true. I'm under arrest. It's what a privilege it is to be back in here today, and we've got a good story for you. We're going to show you a little of this, and we're going to show you a little of that. Now, firstly, I want to say I wake up in the morning and I check out the front page of the newspapers. I read about 3 or 4 newspapers every day, and I watch CNN and Fox News. I'm like a news junkie. People call me up and they say, so what's happening? That's my shtick, and I love it. The front page of today's New York Post. That's our boy Donald Trump. I webcasted Trump for president 6 months ago or more. It's on YouTube. Check it out. The Donald says size matters. As if you ladies needed to be told that. Somehow the women of this world have known that size matters for a long, long time. Donald says that he's richer than Mr. Romney, and that makes him more fit to be our president. I say like this. Who the hell is Mitt Romney? Everybody knows Donald Trump. He's been high, he's been low, but you want to know what? He gets it done. He's a leader. And in a time where America just has no leadership, there's just no national pride, it's time to get a leader, old school, Ronnie Reagan type, in our office today. And that is where my vote is going. I say Donald Trump. I predicted it. I called it. I've lived in a Donald Trump building, and I'm going to tell you, nobody runs a building like Donald Trump. It's a miracle. So, Donnie, size matters. You win. Now, baby, we got to try a little bit of everything here. Wait till you see what's coming. I just want to say in a more serious, cool note, tonight is one of my favorite nights of the year, bar none. Why? Tonight is the first night of Passover. It's the night of the first Seder. The Seder is an organized dinner where families and friends and invite strangers and communities into your home for a sit-down meal, and we relive the story of Moses and Pharaoh and Aaron and Joshua, about how the Jews that were enslaved under Pharaoh for thousands of years, God comes to them through Moses and he says, let my people go. This is an unseen God. This is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Pharaoh says, what, are you kidding? And it's like talking to an Italian gangster. Forget about it. And God, through Moses, unleashes a series of plagues on the great empire of Egypt. Egypt essentially was like an undefeated ball club. They were the beast of the East. They hadn't lost. And God tested them. And he tested their will through a series of plagues, which are, terrible things that happen. Things like hail and locusts and rivers turning into frogs with blood. All kinds of terrible things. And ultimately, this Pharaoh said, go, get out, good riddance. 10 minutes after all the slaves, all the Israeli and Jewish slaves were gone, Pharaoh and his generals said, what, are we crazy? Let's hunt these guys and kill them. And the Jews left, I mean, literally hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of Jews left, walking through the desert. All of a sudden, they hear Pharaoh's people coming behind them. They're like, what the hell did you get us into, Moses? And in front of them was a Red Sea, this giant body of water. I mean, bigger than Lake Okeechobee, people. And Moses said, what the hell is going on here? And God said, opportunity knocks, Moses. Take your staff, you better believe. Whack the rock, the oceans will part. And you know, he looked at himself, he looked at his brother, he looked at the Jews and said, whoa. And as the story goes, the Red Sea parts. The Red Sea parts. You see, God of the Old Testament was a God of miracles. And I'm going to say to all of you today, like me, you're going through rough times, you have serious issues in your life, God comes to you and he says, my will be done. You better be listening. You better be on the lookout for God's will, because you can part the Red Sea with his help. You could cross a desert. You could blow down walls with trumpets. You could walk in a desert for 40 years, and every morning food appears at your door. They call that manna from heaven. So I'm not a religious guy. I'm a spiritual guy. But my whole life has been a miracle, a series of miracles. Whether or not I wanted them or not, whether or not I was able to recognize God's hand or not, that's my story. And tonight, friends and family and children and friends of friends and their children are going to come, and we're going to conduct a little Seder service, very informal, I might add, in Mandel style. And it'll be a lovely thing for me to pass on to my kids what was so freely given to me by my family. And we're going to eat really good food, and we're going to have a lot of laughs, and we're going to talk about miracles and hope and faith. And that's the kind of business that I want to be in today. So I say to you all, God bless. God is watching. Have a very good Seder. Happy Passover. And I love you guys. We'll see you later. Have a great night.